Hey there, greetings everyone, and welcome to the Monday Night Look Back at a Classic Rock Album here on Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So without further ado, we're going to get right to the show. Tonight we're doing this album, Dream Police by Cheap Trick. Very good album. Some consider it their magnus opus, their top shelf album. Not my favorite, but it's pretty close to it. The production on here is fantastic. Lots of different sounds than they normally had on some of their albums in the past. A little bit of orchestral music here. You got some guests on the album. You got Steve Lukather playing guitar on voices. You got Jay winding organ, piano, keyboards, synthesizers, and such. Not instruments that Cheap Trick is known for at this point in time. The first three albums, nothing like that. So a little better production, a little more sophisticated, complex, a little more up-tempo, I think, than some of their predecessors. Maybe not as raw. They may have sacrificed some of the kind of raw rockin' 50s style that they had prior to this, but still a great album. So anyways, was released on the 21st of September in 1979. It had already been pre-recorded in 78, 79, but was held back in its release date because they had such success with Live at Budokan. They weren't expecting that they decided to hold off on this just a little bit and released it a few months later than it probably would have been released originally. Produced at the studio at the record plant in Los Angeles, California. Fairly lengthy album, 45, almost 46 minutes long. Pretty lengthy album for a back in those days would have been a vinyl album. That's pretty large. Even by my standards, I like them around 38, 39, 40 minutes in length. This one's about 5 minutes longer than that. So we've got it's on Epic label with Tom Werman doing the production, and of course the band is Robin Zander, lead vocals and rhythm guitar. Rick Nielsen, lead guitar, backing vocals. Tom Peterson doing bass guitar, backing vocals, and doing lead on, what was the track he does lead on? I'm going to need my glasses anyway, so I best put them on. I think it's the second last track. Yeah, I Know What I Want, sorry. Actually, I like his vocals quite a bit. Then you have the final one, Bunny Carlos, of course, on drums and percussion. So this album, 9 tracks, and this particular disc has a bonus which has 4 more tracks, 3 of which are live, I think, and one of them is a no strings version of the Dream Police. It's okay. But, this album has 2 or 3 songs that were actually kind of radio hits and got a lot of play. I don't know if they still get a lot of play. I'm pretty sure Dream Police still gets played quite a bit on classic rock. I'm not sure about the rest of the stuff. Okay, so Dream Police is the opening track here. Pretty up-tempo, pretty fast beat, catchy as hell. I love the vocals on this too. It's kind of a story about them, not being able to go to sleep. Yeah, really catchy track. I liked it. Way of the World was my favorite track when I first bought the album. It's kind of faded with me over time, but still a really good track. The House is Rocking with Domestic Problems, isn't it always? Yeah, a pretty cool track. I actually like that more than I used to like it. And then you got Gonna Raise Hell, which is more of a melodic kind of pounding song. In that kind of reminds me of Heaven and Hell from Black Sabbath, that kind of melodic sound, but this is not nearly as heavy as that, of course. This is also the track that would have been the last track on the vinyl version, but on the CD it's number 4. So then you got I'll Be With You Tonight, another good song. Like, it's kind of reminiscent of some of their 50 stuff that they like to do, that 50 sound that they like to carry over. Kind of I would almost go as far as to say it's kind of a modernized 50 sound, but they definitely had some hints of 50s music in their previous music, and this one probably would fit right in there. Then you got Voices. This is a song that also made the charts. Did well on the charts, almost as well as the Dream Police. It was pretty close. This one has Steve, as I said before, Stephen Lukemer on guitar as well. Writing on the Wall, and one of the lesser tracks on the album, but still not a bad track. I don't think there's really any bad tracks on this album. This is not as memorable as some of the other ones. I Know What I Want with Tom Peterson on vocals as opposed to Robin Zander. I like Tom's voice. I wished he had done more singing for the group. Nothing wrong with Robin Zander. I like his voice too, but I liked Tom Peterson. He had more of a smooth, deeper, kind of bassy voice. Not overly bassy, but a smooth voice. And then you got the last track on the album, which is the longest track on the album. Wait, no, sorry, I'm wrong. Gonna Raise Hell is longer. Need Your Love, kind of similar to Gonna Raise Hell in the fact that it has that slow melodic sound, but the vocals are a lot more. Actually, no, I think they're about the same. I think Gonna Raise Hell and Need Some Love have that kind of part where Robin Zander like kind of belts it out quite a bit, but it's at a slow melodic pace, unlike the Dream Police, Way of the World, and some of these other faster songs on the album. But really catchy. Like I said, the production's really good. The vocals are excellent. Guitar soloing is pretty good. I think Rick Nielsen is maybe a bit underrated as a guitar player, but he certainly is a quirky individual, which is interesting. And then the bonus tracks on this are Gonna Raise, The House Is Rockin' with Domestic Problems, the live version. Way of the World, the same thing, live, and No Strings version for the Dream Police, and then back to another live track with I Know What I Want live. Yeah, so pretty catchy album. If you haven't discovered Cheap Trick at this point in time, this wouldn't be a bad place to start. This is very, I don't even think this is really all that dated. It doesn't feel like a dated album. I think it's because of the production, the up-tempo kind of look to them, but not as, sorry, the guy next door has decided to cut his lawn at this point in time. Anyways, excellent album. Give it a listen, give it a try. Fantastic. So anyways, we'll be back next Monday with another look back at another classic rock album. So please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated, and we'll see you then. Take care.